It's not the planner. It's like a it's like an admin. It's a payroll admin or it's a time admin.
Okay.
If there is a comp admin, he will just review it. I mean it's kind of cross check.
I got it. Yeah, I got your. See, to your question, yes, there is an executive review report available in your compensation module, not in the ad hoc report. I don't know, like, is it Rupesh?
No, this is Sri.
Yeah.
I just gave you a comp example, but it could be anything.
No. Apart from, let's say, in general, you will not be able to. We will not be able to add any other reporting type here or team reporting type here, Srini.
Okay. So second manager reports. What does that exactly mean?
See, it's a hierarchy. So when you look at the employee profile, right? We have seen, right? Employee manager, EM plus EMM plus employees manager in hierarchy.
Yeah, but we are not storing that in an employee profile, right? Or maybe in your
you don't store that on an employee profile record. But when you look at the R reporting hierarchy, right? Say I am the guy and I might be reporting to you, but you might be reporting to someone else, right? And when you look at from my perspective, yes, you are my manager, but your manager is my manager's manager, right? That is how the system will determine.
Okay. So is there an output? Can you select a second level manager in any output column? That should be output column.
Okay. Let me go to. Let me edit that. Output column also I don't think so, guys, because that's a theoretical concept, right? You don't grab the data on the employee profile. You don't see the second level manager, right? Manager departments. You can see here managers manager first name, managers manager for last name. Here it is there. Managers username. Let me grab that. Yeah. Save that.
Okay, that's good. I think it means you are storing the data.
No. We are not storing the data. The system is retrieving runtime.
Okay.
Yeah. You are able to see the difference, right? We are not storing the data on the employee profile, but system knows the hierarchy of the relationship. You got it right, Srini?
Okay. So yeah, I think I got my answer because
the
employee profile has that information.
No, employee profile doesn't have that information, Srini. See, employee profile, when you look at this object, right, you don't see any manager relation or fields available to store that information. But what you store is like your manager detail.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, you can see here there are a couple of people who has some like 2 levels of like their manager is reporting to someone else. That is the reason you see the data here. And coming to the other part on in your reporting module is the dashboards, guys. So how you're sorry guys.
Raghu, hello.
Yeah.
Raghu, there's one question. I didn't get the relationship between export report definition and the upload option, because in the report export report definition I saw you downloading the report, and in the upload option I just saw you typing in the name of the report and pulling in the the fields and the data. So what is the relationship between these two?
Can you repeat that question?
See, in export report definition option, you have the option of downloading the data from the report.
No. You are not downloading the data. You are downloading the report type. If you open the report type, right, you don't see any data. It doesn't hold any data, guys. It is just the configuration part of your report. I never tried of opening that also because I am pretty sure it doesn't hold the data. Open
it
with.
just holds the probably the tabs and all those things. What?
It's a configuration metadata. That's called as a metadata, and I mean, I don't think so. Anyone can open that or anyone can see that. It's just a configuration. It doesn't hold data. Rohini.
Yeah. So in the upload option,
Yeah.
without in this today you were able to upload the data, the metadata.
Hmm?
So in the real scenario also, would we be able to do it? Because you mentioned
See,
we have to
no. 1 second. Rohini. See, this is not going to be done by the consultant. This is going to be done by the employees. But say, if you are as a consultant, yes, you should be aware of this process because you should train your employees, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that a consultant is going to do all these reports and share these reports with the employees. You should educate them, stating that yes, this functionality is available. If you need it, you can go ahead and build your own reports. And those reports are with you only. They are not available across the organization. If at all there is a need to share that reports with the other users or similar kind of roles in your organization, yes, you educate them. These are the options available to you. Go ahead and do this.
Yeah, but yeah, I got your point, Raghu. Just one last bit is how this, you have downloaded this metadata into your system, and then, before uploading the report, what is the point that, is missing? How do you mail this data? Or, I'm a little bit, blank on the missing.
No. See,
missing data.
how you share the report. See, right now it is on my desktop, right?
Yeah.
See, you are my co-employee. Say I am working in US. Say you might be working in Australia. But say this is much complex, and it took me like 2 days to prepare this report. But you are also interested in the same kind of data, same kind of functionality needs to be done by yourself in the same organization, but a different geographical zone, right? So why you are going to create the same kind of report by keeping like 16 hours of effort from your side on the success factor system? I am the one who created. Let's say you are the one who created, and once you are done with respect to those things and you tested everything is fine, and you are going to send me the reporting definition file stating that yes, Raghu, I built these things. Why can't you use this rather than building your own thing? Yes, I'm going to download this reporting definition file. Might be you have shared me in an email, or you might have placed this file on our organization FTP server. You might have updated me. Where is this file available to me? Go ahead and grab that and load that into the system, into my account.
Okay. So when you use the upload option, you are going to actually grab this file.
Yeah, that is what we did, right? From my desktop, I browsed for the file and I selected the file and I uploaded into the system.
Okay, I think I missed that.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, yeah, okay, thanks.
Yeah, okay.
How you upload it into FTP server?
Come on, Tasneem. I don't know. How do you upload that to FTP server? It all depends, like whether you are using FTP server or if you want to send it by email, you can do that. But usually if you want to do it from FTP server, right, you have FTP server login details. FTP server is nothing to do with success factors, guys. Let me tell you, it is nothing to do with your success factor. Rather, it is your organization mechanism to share the data among your users or the employees. Usually, like any organization, they have a couple of FTP servers available, and basically like IT people, they know the credentials of the FTP server, and they know like if at all they want to share bulk amount of data or anything, right, in bulk fashion, they'll put it on FTP server and they'll share the path and credentials with other employees, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, guys, the other part is like left out is the dashboards, guys. I don't think so I'll be able to complete it now, even if I start it now. And if you have any questions, I am here to take those things. Otherwise, like we'll see the dashboards part tomorrow. There are 2 types of dashboards, guys. Dashboards and dashboard 2.0. 2.0 is the latest thing, and we'll see both the things in tomorrow's session, guys.
Ruby, can you reset my password?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, even my password is also someone reset. change it, guys. I don't know like who did that, but it's even that is not working for me. Since Saturday night, it was the same thing. Anyhow, like your username Hari, is it Hari? Hey,
Sri. SRK. So type username SRK.
hey, SRIK is not there, Srini. That's what I replied to your email.
Yeah, capital S to the capital S.
No. It doesn't make any difference whether it is capital or small.
No, it
User
was
ID-
there. I logged in.
I don't
It
know.
was
Like,
there.
probably might have someone changed it into a different name.
Deleted?
Yeah, no, not deleted. They
Search
can
by
change
the
it.
first-
No, it's not there. I searched it already. Let me do that again, but it is not there.
Search by the first name is Srinivas.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So Raghu, what this happens in a real-time environment in a production, like someone just goes and resets?
No, it is not like that.
Is there any?
You have a lot of restrictions, like you don't give this access to anyone. In fact, like you have something called as a data purge. You will not be able to change as it is. When you trigger the data purge, right, it will trigger a workflow. I'll show you like how it is different. We need to activate the data purge mechanism. Whenever you want to edit or whenever you want to delete an user, right, it is not so smooth. It will trigger a workflow until the workflow approves, right? The data will not be actually purged from the database.
Okay.
Srinivas K, right?
That's good. Yep, that's one.
Yeah, I don't think this is, it's not SRIK. Yes, this is the one username.
No, actually, I changed it.
Ah, okay.
I changed it to.
I know like what happened.
And I
Probably
logged in
someone might have loaded the previous file. The previous file, whatever they have on the desktop, right? Usually,
I know you send it my email.
Ajay.
It doesn't work.
Oh, really? 1 second, Ajay. I'll do that, Ajay.
Okay.
SFA training, Srini. All uppercase.
Raghu,
This is Shiva.
Yeah.
Raghu.
Yeah, sure.
Regarding release, not about ad hoc reporting. Generally, what happens whenever there is a release in SAP or something like that, and when testing is required, we go ahead with testing and then complete it. But how do we go ahead with success factor? I mean, is this directly a production environment, like a production environment where we need to
No.
do corrections
See,
and
no. It's not like that. Usually, like you have the same kind of landscape. Like say, if you are using dev, quality, and sandbox, right? See, dev, sandbox, and production. Yes, you can have similar kind of landscape. And what are the changes that you are doing in your dev or sandbox, right? You have to move those changes to the production environment using the instance synchronization tool. Instance synchronization tool at a high level, if you want to say, right, it is equivalent to your transport mechanism, guys.
okay.
I'll send you the screenshots and the procedure to that is a user guide. Very good. It's not a user guide. It's something like prepared by the consultants to know like the process and all those things. I'll share that with you guys. The factor training. Ajay, what's your password, Ajay? Yeah.
Raghu, I am unable to view all the types of reports under analytics. It's only showing two
You don't
types.
have permissions. I'll give you, Anshmita.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raghu, what were the changes came in the new version that recently came in last week, I guess, right?
Yeah. New features as such, new features. There was some PM V12 with respect to the performance management module. And what else is there? And in Employee Central, especially with your metadata framework, they released the association between your generic objects. Generic objects are nothing but like a custom objects, guys. Generic objects and the foundation objects. I don't know, like who asked this question?
Yeah, Shiva.
Yeah, Shiva. I am aware about these things, but I don't remember the other things, Shiva. Probably like I'll send you the release documentation. Release notes basically.
Okay.
Doesn't work still. I mean,
Hey Ajay.
company code ACEX3. Is that the right company?
ACECX3.
ACEX3.
ACECX3.
ACECX3. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me try again.
Yeah, sure.